requiring openness of life and thought, free from doubt and suspicion, and commitment to speak truth and love to one another. Marriage is also a covenant of hope that endures all things, and in which both husband and wife commit themselves to interpret each other's needs, to help each other through changes in behavior with understanding and compassion, and to never give up in trying to communicate with each other. Marriage, therefore, is a covenant of love shared with God and one another, in which both the husband and the wife empty themselves of their own concerns and take upon themselves the concern of each other as they love and as they care for one another. And so today we're reminded that you each are sharing in vows and a covenant, both not just to each other, but also to God. Do you both come freely and without reservation, desire to commit yourselves to one another in this covenant of marriage? Michael, will you have Millicent to be your wedded wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love her and comfort her, honor her and keep her, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live? Millicent, will you have Michael to be your wedded husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor him, keep him in sickness and health, forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live? Michael and Millicent, from this day forward you will no longer be two individuals in a relationship. Today will mark the beginning that you will be each other's family. The bond you enter into is an expression of your love to God and to one another. As family and friends, as we witness these vows today, we're reminded that today each of you are stating to the world that you're putting your partner's needs before your own, and that you're communicating not just in silent ways, but in public ways, of the growth and the well-being of your partner. You both are pledging your love and support for each other at all times, not just in the good times, but in the tough times. That under all circumstances, for richer and for poorer, in sickness and in health, in good and in bad, you will put each other's needs before your own. There are pledges you make in your hearts and with your hearts. That passage is a great reminder to us in 1 Corinthians chapter 13.
Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves.
Love never fails. For where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be still. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when the perfection comes, the imperfect disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put childish ways behind me. Now we see but a poor reflection in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
exchange today. Michael and Millicent, as you face each other and as you join hands, the unbroken circle of both of these rings that I hold, they represent many things. For us in modern times, it's a symbol of the commitments we make in marriage. Earlier in history, rings were used to be recognized as a symbol of covenant or word by a king, as he would press upon whatever product, whatever material, the seal of his ring became his word. It represented his integrity, his commitment to that word, his promise, his commitment. In this symbol that you will place on your finger, these rings, they'll remind you of your love for each other, and they'll also show the world as symbols of your love for each other. These rings will not replace what love you have in your heart for one another, or the actions that you share with one another. They become symbolic of that. These are links also of a spiritual chain that remind us of the bind that's created from the bond that Christ gave us as he loves us. And through that love, we grow in our love for one another. Michael and Millicent, as Michael takes your left hand, Michael, will you place this ring upon Millicent's hand and repeat after me these words? With this ring, I give myself to you. I place my strength in your service of all your happiness. Your dreams I share. Your burdens I will bear. From now until forever, I will be incomplete without you. Therefore, I commit myself and my love to you for all the days of my life. Millicent, will you take Michael's left hand and with your right hand place this ring upon his finger and repeat after me, please. With this ring, I give myself to you. I place my strength in your service of your happiness. Your dreams I will share. Your burdens I will bear. From now until forever, I will be incomplete without you. Therefore, I commit myself and my love to you for all the days of my life. Will you pray with us? God, it is through your love and through your grace that each of us are witnessing these vows that are being made from Michael and Millicent to one another. It's the enrichment that we find that they also are making these vows to you as they share in the bonds of Christian marriage. We thank you for the two homes that they come from, their families and their friends, those that are here to witness, and those that will celebrate even later in the days ahead for these vows that are being made. Father, I thank you for their love for one another and their love for you. We thank you each for the opportunity to be a part of their lives. May we celebrate these vows as they make them to one another and to you. May we encourage them as they make their individual homes into one home, as they unite as a couple, and as they unite with you. Father, I pray that you would protect them from the hardships of the world, and I pray that you give them safety in all decisions they make, whether travel, whether future plans, and that you would guide them through every decision they make, that it's considered your plan of what they should do and how they should live in their Christian marriage. For it's in your name we pray. Amen. Michael and Millicent, you've entered into the holy covenant of marriage, held sacred since the dawn of time, for many, many years. May your joy last forever and your disappointments be few. By the power vested in me, in the name of the state of Kentucky, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife. Michael, you may kiss your bride. I now present to you Mr. and Mrs. John Michael Higgs.